Cancer. Welcome to your late February 2021 reading. As you guys know, these readings are absolutely timeless and signless, so you don't actually have to have any Cancer placements that are significant in your chart at all. Oh, there's another one, another two. And there's an ant. Excuse me. Okay. And you don't actually have to be watching at this time. Okay, felt like this wanted to reverse. Oh, this energy, what is this? All right, we're gonna pay attention to you. I'm gonna go ahead and it doesn't even want to leave my hands. Okay, we'll I don't know. we're gonna designate you like this. How's that? Okay, we'll get back to you. Um, anyway, yes. So if you'd like a personal reading with me, please do feel free. I gotta be honest, I'm feeling that someone may be dealing with a father or father-in-law actually who may have passed. I'm so sorry. Please accept my condolences with that. I'm feeling that return to spirit is what they're saying. That's how they're saying it. Okay, so they just want to come through and acknowledge that. All right. Okay, so Cancer, let's jump right in. I'm seeing this is the prize. Eyes on the prize. The prize for you, if this reading is for you, is ascension. I'm getting that you're feeling like very much like you're in a fishbowl kind of energy. It's like I'm a fish in a small fishbowl, and it's like I'm going stir crazy. I want to get out. I want to do something new. I want to discover. What it is that you're actually missing, they're saying, is contrast. All right? Now, this isn't to suggest that just because you are in hermit mode or somebody may live alone that they may not have contrast. Now, depending upon what's going on, let's put it this way: spirit will always find a way to get your spiritual lessons to you. But right now, what you're missing is contrast, and I do feel that what you're missing is the introduction of another person. I also want to say that, hear that noise? If you hear any noises, it's just me leaning back on something. So if you're like, what's going on over there? Yeah, so if you're looking for a relationship, this is what I'm wondering. I'm like, are you guys going to say that ding, a relationship opens up onto them? Like, what's going on? Let me just peek at this second card, see if it wants to come in. Oh, there it is. It's alignment. Okay, so some of you may be actually coming into alignment with somebody now. Okay, wow. Wow. They're almost like doing magic. They're trying to entertain you. They're like, that's the way they're kind of doing it. Remember when the other way that I'm hearing them do it is, remember when was it Dr. Evil? Dr. Evil? Mr. Evil? Dr. Evil? Anyway, from Austin Powers was doing the the I don't forgot what he was doing. Is like a magic trick, and he's like ticka 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 ticka. Remember, that's what they're doing. So it almost kind of feels like you're going to come into a relationship. If this reading is for you, it's feeling kind of nice so far. But as your attorney, I'm here to ask Spirit, okay, well, what's the catch? Is this like some major karmic that's going to blow me away? Because I do see the dark night of the soul along with the karmic clearing. Now, Spirit is saying that you won't have, they're so funny. They're like, you won't have your friendly local attorney, Janelle, the way they did that, to be there with you all the time. So they're reminding you that once you do try to dip your foot back into the dating pool, I almost said the gene pool, God bless. Anyway, the dating pool, however you plan to do that, please be mindful. They're saying that it's fair game. It's fair game. You may meet a devil or you may meet an angel, depending on who you are. And so that's why they're saying right now, when it's time, your best defense when going into the dating scene is protecting yourself. No, and not just sexually, but knowing who you are. What are your emotional triggers? What are your traumas from the past? What are you denying to yourself? What are your strengths? What are some places that you need to improve? Now, hold on. They're asking me to take a sip of water and pause for a second. Okay. Sorry. I think we had to chat a bit for a quick second. Anyway, and I needed water. I'm thirsty. Yes, all right. So let's go ahead and look here. Yes, that's what it is. Because I was wondering, when we look down here, I'm like, I bet that one card over there is the relationship. After they did all this to surprise you, kind of. It's like magic trick. Ding. What is this card at the bottom here? Six of Pentacles. Okay, let's pull that card out. Oh, I did see the Ace of Cups underneath. 6, fourth ray of harmony, bringing it together. Some of you have to walk away from somebody from a past lifetime. Okay, some of you, when they say that, some of you need to close out a certain cycle of behavior, a certain cycle of thought, and some of those cycles you have had active, and you may have already manifested somebody in to play out that cycle. Let's rephrase that. So when you have certain from past lifetimes, if this reading is for you, some of you may have active energies in your field that you need to heal. So for example, maybe the lack of reciprocation. That's a big one, right? You're willing to have someone breadcrumb you because you don't have your self-worth up, right? So that's a cycle that you came in to heal, and maybe you've already manifested somebody to work on that in the form of a relationship, or you're seeing someone, or you're talking, or just whatever. Spirit is saying that for some of you, you have to leave that person, and they're saying, and that in itself is kind of like a spiritual test. In fact, take a look at the Magician card at the bottom left of that first card. Here we are. Magician card, that's my test card. So some of you are dealing with an energy from the past that hasn't been resolved, and if you're not in connection with somebody now, then yay, then you can go ahead and just change your behavior. But if you're work towards it, but if you're with somebody, then maybe making that change may be a little bit harder, because now you have to deal with that person. You have to end it. And can you close it out? Can you walk away from them? Part of me wants to say, I almost want to be like, well, some of you may have been getting that repeated message, like you have to leave this person so that you can bring in the new person who's your real person. And part of me, when I was just saying that, I'm like, maybe it's not about replacing the person. Maybe it's about you getting to a place in your mind where you would be willing to do it. And then when you're serious about it and you go and do it, then the surprise is that, it actually is somebody that you're not going to let go of. But here, look at these two cards that want to come out. What are they? Empress. There it is. And Five of Wands want to come out as I said that. So what they're saying is, either way, the point is, are you happy with the treatment you're receiving? You have to be in alignment with yourself. This is going back to the Aries reading that I just finished doing not too long ago. It's already posted, by the way. If you're not happy, you have to make changes. The more that you allow for yourself to stay in situations where there's the other 5, to stay in situations where you're not being served, the less you're in your Empress mode, and the more, male, female, gender non-conforming, doesn't matter, and the more likely you're going to be in a situation that is not good for you. So a lot of you may be really thinking about getting back out there into the dating field. For some of you, I'm seeing that you may be considering dating a musician. Spirit is going ahead and thumbs downing that. I know some of you are like, but, I know. Trust me, I know. And just, we'll leave it at that. Spirit has spoken. Anyway, trust me, I know. I'm there right now. What is this? There's another 6. Okay. What's this? I just felt the energy of death as I said this and this came out. That's the Hermit card. Some of you guys may be at a place in your life where you are in hermit mode, and you may be feeling like things are dead between you and someone else, or just that things are dead in general in your life. Dreams coming true. However, speaking of that, I do see trust in a plan. However, I do see that your dreams are coming true right now. Again, coming back to the same energy that I was telling you, I do feel that you're going to be meeting somebody. There's somebody here that's going to be coming in. Oh, 2 cards. Oh, It's like they don't want to leave each other's side. What are these cards? And this and these two. Firm foundation, recognition, and reward. Wow. And let's go ahead and put that there. And then these two wanted to come out, whatever they were, wisdom and challenging. Okay. So I do feel, let's start on the left here. I look at that, 2 5s. So 2 5s. Oh God, dear God. Look, I know you must be going through it. Okay. Whoever you are here, you're going through it. And I feel you're the viewer. You are going through it. These are way too many 5s. 5s are the conflicts in the tarot. You have the 5 of Wands. You've got the 5 of Swords, self-sabotage, right? Oh, yeah. Challenging times. But at least we have this wisdom here, but at what cost, right? So Spirit is coming through and saying what you've been alone. So some of you may feel like your dreams are dead. You may feel like nothing's happening. I'm never coming into alignment with somebody. I'm just in this path where I'm always alone. I never get anybody, blah, blah, blah. All of that. And I completely understand you because I see this card. Whenever this card is here, this tells me that you're going through some hardship. And I would too. And I am too. I totally get this. This is, so some of you may be dealing with chronic unrequited love, for example. That's a hard lesson to learn because it's like you're constantly learning that you're not good enough for someone or anybody. But the point is you have to work your way up and get out of that 5 of Pentacles that's implied here, energy of low self-worth, and say, I am something. When you have that paradigm shift, that's when you can come into a better way of being. I just want to go ahead and point out, here's 5 of Swords again, lots of 5s energy. So I completely understand you. My hats are tipped to you. But Spirit is saying, you have to know that there's a reason why. That's why it says trust in the plan. Because all of this in this hermit mode gives you wisdom about yourself and your ability to rise above your circumstances. I also see that they're saying it's also what's going to bring you into alignment with your person, the person you're supposed to be with. And why I say that is because I do see now that this card is turning into the masculine energy, and that person is going through something very similar as you. They may be actually somebody who is saying goodbye to a connection now, or has come out of a connection, or their last connection, whenever it was very tumultuous. I'm definitely getting that. And so I'm seeing that here very loud and clear. But notice how you're coming into alignment. This person has a dog, you have a dog, they're holding something red, you're holding something red. When you come together, you're going to be very complementary, and that's why we're seeing this 11-11. Very complementary. You guys complement each other. Here you are in solitude, working through your hermit stuff until, check it out, 2 birds fly by and you start to desire. Oh, that's how we started in this reading, about you wanting contrast. In other words, you wanting some type of growth, a new learning environment. And in this case, it's a real romantic relationship. Look at the man. Now he's starting to see, you had to go through your stuff till you got to a point where it's like, I'm so tired of being alone. I don't want to be alone anymore. And then you start to have those thoughts. And look at him. Again with the mirroring. He's going through something. Eventually, he's going to say, wow, I really want to take a walk. And see the leaves. I really want to get out into the fresh air, because this is where he was before, going through with his own stuff. Look at him shying away from being outside. That's what I'm saying. He was going through some challenging times of his own. And I do feel that he may have left somebody behind, or somebody is in his past. And here he is finally saying, I want to get outside and I want to take a walk. He walks in the park, stumbles upon you, bada bing, bada boom, whatever this card is, wants to come out, believe and succeed. Wow. Now, dreams are coming true. If you can believe and succeed. We have some soulmate energy on this deck. We have the 11-11 alignment. We have the 6th ray of harmony, or 4th ray of harmony, but coming through with the 6th energy. We've got the 6 of cups basically right here as well. So I do want to acknowledge that you've been going through a lot. You've been going through a lot. I feel that. Oh, speaking of that, look, recognition and reward. There it is. Exactly what I was just going to say. This is coming through as the 6 of cups energy there. Now, the reason why you have been going through so much is because you're trying to ascend for yourself. Remember, we do have the ascendance card here on the deck, but notice it's coming through with this firm foundation and this memories of love. So Spirit is saying that you're choosing to ascend further by way of a relationship. And so that's why we have this. They're saying that's why no to the drummer, whoever is with the instrument or the musician or something. And I'm getting a drummer in particular. It doesn't have to be just a drummer. They're saying no because you, along with other whoever else is on this call, it's time to come into alignment with your person after a period of having created a foundation of self. Same with this person. And so they're recognizing you for hard work. I do see them coming through with a little bit of an apology. Not that they owe you one, but it's like, we're sorry that you've had to go through all of this, or we've had to put you through all this. But remember, it's you at a higher level. You're putting yourself through it. And it's just kind of them to kind of, they're saying no need to even point that out, because some of you really do, maybe you don't want to need to, or they say, but I say want to acknowledge the role you play in this from a higher perspective. But they're saying that sometimes from a certain perspective, especially when you've been going through so much, it's like it's very common for you to feel like somebody's doing this to you. Like there's no faith left. There's no protection from God. There's no justice. That's a big one. I mean, I've been there as well. There's no justice, and bitterness and resentment can set in, especially if you're doing a lesson that requires you to be in this alone and hermit mode, and you've got this unrequited love. It's like door closed after door closed after door closed after door closed. It's, eventually you get to this point where you realize, where you realize, oh my gosh, I'm doing this to myself on some level. I right? And you may not be there as yet, but, sorry guys. Hey guys, sorry, the camera cut off right there. But you may get to this point where you realize that you're going to have to be the one to recognize what you can do to change your circumstances, okay? All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap this up, because my phone is giving me a little bit of difficulty, but I think the message is quite clear. You guys are coming into something new and wonderful with somebody else. I'm suddenly seeing a contract superimposed upon the Magician card there, which is not coming through with Magician energies. It's a contract. Spirit is saying it's time to turn the chapter. You're going to start healing with somebody else now, but all things are not going to be perfect, of course. But the good thing about it is that you're coming into the alignment at a time when somebody else is also in that alignment, right? The idea is, I'm ready to learn with somebody, and so are they. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. But also know that I'm available for a personal reading. Just look for my Etsy link. All right, thank you guys. Bye.